In this video, guys, I am going to show you how to draft the best common cards for your teams on Sorare. And for this, we are going to use a website called soraredata.com. It's a fantastic website. I think every manager on Sorare uses this website. I don't know how anybody can play Sorare without it. It's fantastic. You can do lineup builders, there's lineup projections, there's all sorts on this website, but we won't get into the nitty-gritty of Sorare data. We will get into what we come here for. So on Sorare data, you go into the game week center, click on games, it will bring you to this page, and there's a page called matchups. And if you look on your matchups, there's the matchups for this game week being 397. It's the game week coming up. And if you go to Champion Europe, because all of the top 5 leagues are in Champion Europe, and then just click on the goalkeeper tab, and it will give you their best ratings for the goalkeepers for this matchup. So we'll start with Premier League. Obviously, the Man U goalkeeper's got a rating of 19. But obviously, Onana's going to play, and he's not got a card yet until the new season card comes out. So I will be looking to add Villa's goalkeeper, Emi Martinez, to my draft. So we'll head over to our draft, and we will take Emi Martinez. And then we will go back to the matchups page, and we will be looking at our mids and forwards. So their prediction is the midfielders from Arsenal, obviously playing Nottingham Forest, have an average rating of 59 points against Nottingham Forest. And then you've got Manchester City, you've got an average rating of 54, and Manchester United average rating of 55. So the higher the number here, the better the matchup. Obviously, the really dark greens one like this means they've got a very, very good matchup and a very good chance of winning the game. So we're looking at Arsenal for midfield, then Man United and Manchester City. And we will also click on forwards. And again, it is Arsenal and Manchester United who have got the best matchups for this week. So sticking on the game week center, you then go onto your pick scores. Obviously, I've just opened it in another tab just for ease. Click on Premier League Amateur, because that's the league you're playing. Make sure this is on 397 and go onto your forwards. And then obviously we are looking for our Arsenal or Manchester United forwards. And we'll scroll down the list, and obviously there you go, there's Marcus Rashford. Tells you how much he'll cost, which is 53 points in your draft, and his average score against Wolves, which is 59. So it also tells you, keep an eye on this, there is lineup projections on Sorare data, so he is 100% to start this game. 73 people have made the prediction. So Marcus Rashford is going to be our forward. And then we'll go down the list, and then obviously we got Gabriel Martinelli, 99% to start, 89 predictions, only 1% think he's going to be on the bench. He's definitely going to start. As we know, Gabriel Jesus is injured. So I say he is 100% really. So they'll be our forwards, and then our mid. And our mid, obviously, there's Bruno Fernandes. He's a AAA pick score, which is fantastic. He has got a very high cost of 74, but he's got an average score of 64 against Wolves. And then you've got Saka at 57 and an average score of 51. So we've checked out our players, see they're all starting. Head back over to your draft, take your forward, which was Marcus Rashford, and where has he gone? Gabriel Martinelli. And then our mid, I am probably going to take Bukayo Saka over Bruno Fernandes, just because 74 points, that's a lot to try and get the whole team in under the 400 point mark for the draft. And then our second goalkeeper, all you want to do is find a goalkeeper that obviously not from these main teams that we're picking, that's 40 points. Because that's the lowest you can go is 40 points. So select the 40 points and put him in. Select the defender, find one that's got 40 points and put him in. If you can find one that's got 40 points that you know is a starter for another team, which is fantastic because it means they can stay in your draft and you may not need to swap them out for the next one. So there you go. Ben Chilwell's a fantastic option for 40 points. And then our extra mid here will also find a 40-point mid. We'll keep going. We won't take Coutinho because we have Villa players in our team. And there is probably going to be one more. So we'll take an Andreas Pereira. And then that leaves 52 points for our defender. So our defender option, we go back to the game week. The best defender option for the week again is Manchester United, then Manchester City, and next one down is Liverpool, but we've only got 53 points. This is where I do something a bit different. Obviously, you can pick one of the Manchester United ones if you want, because we've only got one Man United player. Pick a Manchester City, because we've got no Manchester City players. But I like to pair the same team as the goalkeeper. The reason I do this, because you're only relying on one clean sheet then. If that team keeps a clean sheet, the goalkeeper gets an extra 25 points because he gets a clean sheet bonus. So he gets 25 points and the defender will get an extra 2 points. So it could be a 35-point swing onto your score just for one game keeping a clean sheet. Obviously, if you have a different defender to your goalkeeper, you're relying on both teams keeping a clean sheet to get them bonuses. And going in the midfield and attack, I always like to pair like Bukayo Saka with Martinelli, or if that was Bruno Fernandes with Rashford, because obviously Rashford could set up Fernandes could set up Rashford, then you're getting a double decisive. They will both get an extra 25 points added to their score, and obviously Martinelli and Saka the other way around. If you had all three of these from different teams, you're relying on all three players hitting a decisive in different games to get them extra points. So that's why I like a double stack up top from the same team, double stack in defence and in goal. So I know they're not the highest pick score, but I will be looking for a Villa defender to finish off our lineup. So like I said, we got 52 points. Obviously Moreno's out injured. Chambers will probably be on the bench. Carlos will be on the bench. Konsa's 55, so that's no good. Means 55. So my choice would be Matty Cash. So that would be my draft using the game week center and the pick scores on Sorare data. We will submit our team. Obviously, we come in under the 400 point budget. There's our defensive pairing. And we've got Saka, Martinelli. There's our attacking pairing. And Rashford as our extra. And that team is looking fantastic for this game week. Then you pick your captain whoever you want. Captain choice is important. You pick who you think is going to get the highest score in their game. I'm going to go Saka against Forest because I think they could run riot against Saka. Confirm it, and your draft is in. You are entered for this weekend. Then do your other leagues, do your French league, do your La Liga. Go over to here, do exactly the same as we did before. Get your goalkeeper. Obviously, I won't do these drafts. Obviously, I've explained it with the Premier League. But head over to here. Goalkeeper in the Liga. The best rating one is Real Madrid. So if you take a Thibaut Courtois, and then the defence, again, is Real Madrid. So that's perfect. So you could have a Courtois and defender stack. So like an Eder Militao if you've got enough points in Courtois in defence. Then the mids are Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid, but you've already got two players from Real, so you'll be looking for an Atletico Madrid midfielder. And the forward, that's a fantastic 33. Dark green is brilliant, so that obviously is going to be a Griezmann or a Morata. But just look on the pick scores, see who's predicted to start from them teams. Just go on to La Liga, it'll switch over to La Liga. Obviously, Griezmann is the top there. But keep scrolling down, find the other Atletico players and see if they are predicted to start. And then your last pick would be your extra. So you could take a midfielder, you could take another forward from a team that you've not picked already. I hope that makes sense to you guys. It's it's a brilliant way to pick some very high scorers in your drafts. I used it as in a series called Pick Score Summer Series, using MLS players through the summer. That was very successful. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you're new for lots more Sorare content. Thank you very much and have fun.